Hi. I think I could kiss a girl, but I could never date one.
Y'all better come up here and get one of these.
What's that?
It's a chicken salad. Y'all better come up here and get one of these.
What's that?
It's a chicken salad.
We are going to pretend we didn't see that. Let's move on.
What are your thoughts on daddies?
They're hot.
What are your thoughts on daddies?
I'm not into them.
All right. What's your type?
You are. You know, and I'm single.
Hey, what are your thoughts on daddies?
Daddies are hot. I think I'm finally
Facts.
a daddy, so daddies are hot.
You know what pisses me off is those videos that are like, hey, for those of you who are too lazy to cook, let's make something easy. And it's never easy, it's always something 10 times more complicated than just putting some ramen onto the stove.
Oh, nice. My ex came in my eye once. My eye was red, burned for about 2 days afterwards. Wouldn't recommend it.
All right, I get it. Fine. You're all without fathers, all right?
I'm not. I love my dad.
My best friend for you?
Oh, go ahead, go ahead.
Hey, best friend! Best friend! Get up! Whoop his ass!
Good night to me. I love myself so much. I mean the world to me.
That's what they saying.
Who's saying that?
I am.
This video is for bottom and twinks only. If you're not a bottom or a twink, keep scrolling. Now that the bottom and twinks are here, let me know if you need me to lay some big pipe down.
Bye, bye, Moon.
Bye. See you later, Moon.
I think, boss. Oh, that's big dog. Yeah.
And then BAM! She got hit by a big ass truck. What?
Volkswagen? Volkswagen. I said Volkswagen. I said Volkswagen. 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 Wagon. Wag on. Wagon. I'm sorry, I didn't have time to write anything today. I'm sorry. I need better time management skills.
And if I'm lying, then may the devil himself take me away.
Nobody's bigger than the group. I'm the one selling the records. They coming to see me. They coming to see the Temptations. Ain't nobody coming to see you, Otis.
Do you want me to fuck you? Cause that's where it's headed. Do you want me to fuck you? Cause that's where it's headed.
I want mommy. I want milk. I want to be held. I want to be comforted. I want mommy. I want milk. I want to be held. I want to be comforted. I want mommy. I want milk. I want to be held. I want to be comforted.
This is lesbians playing rock, paper, scissors. Rock, paper, scissors.
Queer things I didn't know were queer until I realized I was queer, part 15. As it turns out, showering with your friends, not a straight thing to do. I remember coming up with all sorts of different types of rationalizations, circa like elementary school and maybe early middle school, as to why it was necessary that my friend and I, that we showered together. Like, well, let's save water, or let's save time. We'll keep our bathing suits on. And being like, it's not gay. If we have our bathing suits on, it's not gay. Like, let's shower together, no homo. And the best part is we were on the same page. We were both like, oh yeah, this is sensible. This makes the most sense. I literally cannot.
I would give the pain a 10. A lot of people do tell you it's not that bad and things like that, but me personally, it hurt it really, 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 really bad.
Camilla is who I want. That is where my loyalties lie. That is who my priority is.
Not the mother of your children.
Don't bring the boys into this.
All right. Not the woman you married!
I refuse to be blamed any longer for this.
What's your pronouns?
I'm a male. I'm a man. I'm a he. I don't get into that.
Queer things I did before I knew I was queer, part 4. I don't know about y'all, but growing up, I always had, like, that one best friend, and they kind of shuffled around over the years. But, like, that one best friend that was a girl that I was, like, really close with, to the point where it was very much like a sexless relationship. Like, I had all my good friends, but then I had, like, my number one best friend. And there were even, like, borderline conversations about, like, best friend monogamy. Like, I remember in middle school being like, I know you have other friends, but I'm, like, your number one best friend, right? Like, I needed that label and that confirmation that I meant as much to her as she meant to me. And that we were, like, prioritizing each other. Yeah, looking back, it's, very much like it was a girlfriend. Interestingly enough, I don't remember being sexually or physically attracted to any of these friends, but I also wasn't like tuned into it and I was young. Yeah, there was definitely something fruity going on.
Move, bitch!
Opposed to gay marriage? Try this.
Do you want to get married?
Absolutely not.
I tried to insert a tampon and there was nowhere to put it. Part of my intersex identity is I had an anatomical difference in my hymen called a microperforate hymen. I actually ended up taking a hand mirror in place of a opening. I had a hole even smaller than a urethra. I knew I was going to have a surgery. I put on the gown and I lay down. They were like, huh, you really don't have a They brought in a more senior doctor to examine me and we set up a hymenectomy. It was extremely painful. They mark an X incision into the hymen. That created a normal opening I would be able to have because I now have a typical opening that was created from the hymenectomy surgery. With partners, I will often refer to my intersex conditions by their medical name. It's just easier to say like, hey, I used to not have a vaginal opening, or I have a lot of male hormones. I might be kind of hairy.
Y'all better come up here and get one of these.
What's that?
It's a chicken salad.
Oh my me, it's a parade! I love parades. Wait a minute. Lucy, are the people down there protesting with signs, are they my followers?
Yeah.
And what do their signs say? God hates... Oh! Why would they say that?
If you want my humble opinion, it's probably because you're an unclear jackass.
What did I do?
You let humans write your New York Times bestseller.
Are you talking about the Bible? Who else was going to write it? A dog?
I assume the same deity that inscribed the Ten Commandments with his finger onto stone tablets.
I fail to see how this is my fault.
Well, the humans that you let write your book have grossly mistranslated the term Arkanakite.
How the hell do you mistranslate Arkanakite?
Some of them are trying to use its etymology to say that God hates homosexuals.
Wouldn't that be an etymological fallacy? Like, do they not know how words work? When two words come together, they form a completely new word. That'd be like saying a butterfly is a fly made of butter. Now that I think about it, the etymology of Arkanakite doesn't even mention homosexuals. Its etymology would be man bed. Arkanakite literally refers to the penetrator. And it's quite literally only referring to one particular type of homosexual act, which is exactly why I had Paul use the word malakos in 1 Corinthians. Which literally refers to young men and sometimes boys.
So what you're saying is during that time, certain positions was literally considered masculine and feminine.
Which is why your diary says man can't lie with man the way they lie with women. And because it was considered emasculating and embarrassing Two older men of a higher social status typically wouldn't sleep together. And they would actively go out and look for younger men of a lower social status to sleep with. They would have them shave to appear younger than they were, hence the word malakos, meaning soft. If they weren't doing that, they were getting little boys. Alright, so it wasn't necessarily about pedophilia. You literally told Moses to go in the land of Canaan, slaughter everybody, and keep alive the virgin girls as spoils of war. But what does that have to do with sex slaves? Oh, yeah. What are they doing? Now they're assaulting them. I have to go down there and let them know this isn't right. I don't hate queer people. That's right, go down there. Who cares if you lose a few followers? This is important. Lose? Yeah, no, some of your followers are like raging homophobes. So you might lose a lot. But it's fine because you don't condone this bigotry. Wait, some bigots may not worship me and tell me how great I am every day? You know what? It's fine. It's fine. Nobody's getting hurt. So what, you're gonna just love queer people behind closed doors but let your followers... Exactly. Hey, Gabriel, guess what I found out? What? You could give me a rim job. I'm okay. Do it or you'll go to hell. That's coercion.